Everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Prince. Jackson outside. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
And here are the Pelicans now. Here's Jordan. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Well, he just looks so confident right there, and sometimes that's all it takes.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Brian, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Back to Jordan. Into the lane. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards. He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Jordan. Hardaway grabs the board.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped. Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
That one drops for him.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Tim, you look at Zion's play. Steady growth as a passer.
Well, he has more than doubled his rate of assists since his rookie year while keeping his turnover numbers pretty stable. Brian, that makes him even more lethal offensively.
Now here's Hardaway. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Murray's shot is good.
Yeah, nice upper body strength by Murray. He got touched up a little bit, but he wasn't affected.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Inside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Pass to Fears. Back to Murray. Here's the 3. The rebound by Turner. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Now here's Murray. Here's Spears. On the wing, Murray. Shoots over Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Count it.
And Murray loves using that pick. That's how he excels, using the screen to find the right guy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points now.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. An insane quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Now here's Jordan. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Milwaukee in the lead. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Pelicans making a switch here. Porter in the post. On the wing, Porter. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Yves Missi.
And such a threat with the basketball. Porter Jr. gets those fouls often.
You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back over to you, Brian.
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Porter gets the bucket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Here's Jordan. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Good drive by Porter. Portis for 3. They get it back.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Jordan. And he drains the quick shot. Jordan's got 14 points.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Pass to Jang. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Off the inbound. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Poole. Poole gets it in close.
Yeah, a little bully ball that time from Jordan. Pulled down low. Really creative with that finish.
Here's Hardaway, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Giannis soars in for the fast break finish.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Poole outside. With the teardrop. Here's Queen. Banked it in off the glass.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Down low. And stolen by Bay. And here's the fast break. Here's Poole. Wow, Poole up the floor in the blink of an eye.
And he is so quick in the open floor. You saw Jordan Poole that time getting out and finishing on that break.
Pass to Turner. Back to Hardaway. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
And just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
The Bucks leading by 6. To the paint. The strong finish by Giannis.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Murray makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Murray's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
New Orleans substitution. 0.
Outside Hardaway. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And it's Hardaway on the take. And stolen by Murray. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pelicans trail by 6. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required. And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop them.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And New Orleans making a change here. Off the inbound pass. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Hey, Horford from range.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Hardaway with it. Portis outside. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Pelicans trail. For the lead. And Jordan lays it up and in. Jordan's got 18 points in the game.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Turner. Portis the screen. Turner attacking. Good work there as it goes. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And I like whenever Turner attacks the rim, using his agility there to take the advantage.
And slam dunk by Jordan. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
That one's good for 2.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Moody, good.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Well, they call him stay ready, Tim. Moses Moody has done just that and produced when his number was called.
Yeah, B.A., there's not a lot of flash to his game. It's mostly hustle and floor spacing. And with those long arms, he is a difference maker defensively. And that's just great body control by Murray. He took the hit and he plowed right through it.
And New Orleans making a change here. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. Do you agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
And the Pelicans making a change here. The Bucks trail by 5. Inside. It's intercepted. And here's Poole. .146 left in the third quarter. Free throw line jumper. The putback. Fears. Here's me. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The drive by Porter. They swipe it. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Fears. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Poole outside. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Green for 3. They get the rebound.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. It's New Orleans. They're up by 4. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And Allie, thank you for that. And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Miles Turner. How's he doing, Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer for the Bucks about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip. which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Normally, this is an injury that would take a while to recover from, but they're saying he may be able to play on it. We'll be monitoring the situation and keep you updated.
Thanks for the update there, Allie. All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
Well, it's the reality of our game. Let's hope he's back on the court soon. That is a tough loss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
To take the lead. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to Jordan. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go. Jordan's got 25 points in the game.
He's taking what he can get here, has a three in each half.
The three, Hardaway. Another miss by Hardaway. The Pelicans lead by 4. Here's Jordan. Up and in on the layup. Jordan's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's Prince on the wing. Ooh, stolen by Murray. The three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for New Orleans.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
He just rises up and throws it down.
Oh,
wow. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Beyond the arc. Portis. Now Jackson. Giannis. No good from 3. New Orleans leading by 11. All right, time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for the Bucks provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. A return to the floor was very 50-50. It's the kind of injury that would sideline many players, but everyone's built a little differently. So, guys, he's going to brave it out.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
Now Portis. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Al Horford.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Outside Murray. Wide open. And he sinks the jumper.
There you see Murray playing off the ball. That's a nice addition to his game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, now it's just a mess.
Wow, with some power.
Wow, going to the top floor.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Puts it up from 17. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. A 12-point game. 34 seconds left to the fourth quarter. The putback. How about the activity? And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
From deep. Oh, it's off.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
So the Pelicans take the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by.